accomplishments in Ultimate and consistency that we've seen come out, especially at events like this.
Yeah, and when you watch them play, it's like the offense from Sonix.
It's true.
It's
It's just better. It's just straight up better. But if I'm Neo, I've come this far.
Yeah.
I had to get through Ken to qualify. I had to get through Shattuck in the opener. Who's to say I can't get through Sonix? In a matchup, I've got to, at least at this very point, feel pretty confident about.
Yeah, and I mean, Sonix could definitely be tilted from that last set. I don't think Sonix heard that post-interview and was like happy about it, right?
Sonix done put on the jacket too. Hold on now. That's what they had back in them old Puff Daddy videos.
Dang, the classics, bringing it back.
Come on now.
All right, so we'll see what we have here. I mean, obviously Neo, especially after that victory versus Shattuck, might have a lot of momentum on his side. Sonic's gonna have to shake off that last loss and lock in. We are losers quarters. Loser of this match is out at 5th place, Genesis 10. Let's get into it.
All right, we on, baby. This is going to be a big deal. I mean, if you're Sonix, you've kind of got to keep things in perspective, right? You understand that you were slated, you were seeded to make it to winners finals. That is, of course, where you wanted to be, but that's not the case right now. You dropped 3 games to Zamba in winner semi, so it wasn't meant to be. You're going to have to do it the hard way. You cannot overlook an opponent like Neo. This guy has proven that when he is on, he is one of the best in the building, and I don't think that's going to be slowing down anytime soon.
Got the footstool, wasn't able to go for the downer, the directional air dodge to avoid that back air edge guard. Yeah, we're really going to have to see Sonix pay the bills here in this set with this offstage. I mean, Corrin will be susceptible. We got some stalls here, tries to go for the lead drop back air, the neutral air to cover whatever option happened there. And I like the down air into the spring and is going for the directional air dodge, but another offstage scenario.
Oh my goodness.
Spring.
Yep. All right, Sonix, pretty good position that he's finding himself in right now. Looking for a big setup. He'll take the back air though, and have a little bit of liberty to play with off of the stage. Nice recovery from Neo, however. 142, this is definitely the danger zone.
Yeah, you got to watch out for Sonix too. This is a full tank of rage on Corrin. One air dodge read, something can go completely wrong. There's the stall, navigating around the spring here. Sonix more so, this up throw on the platform.
No, not quite. Wow, okay. Or maybe a little bit more chunky than we gave her credit for. All right now, I mean, she is part dragon. Let's give it up.
Oh, yeah.
Let's give it up.
That's got to have some kind of weight to it, right?
100%. Oh, big whip on the grab, but no, Neo does not punch correctly. And just like that, finds himself off stage 191. I mean, to his credit, he is living to absurd percents, but finally, Sonic's going to put an end to that at a modest 67%. He is starting this match off the right way. And look at that, Charles, already a quick little 46.
Yep. Go ahead and start that one off on that second stock here. Looking a little bit cleaner. There's the footstool into the down air. And even though it took Sonix a long time to get that first stock, didn't take a lot of damage doing it, right? So
not at all.
Still sitting at 97%, already 70% on to Neo's second stock. And right now, Sonix playing this like he definitely knows the matchup. Like you pointed out, has had many bouts with Spargo in Coinbox, online or offline. It's great practice.
No doubt about that. Oh, nice. Able to survive that up air too. Like I said, that up air sometimes can just abruptly end stocks. Not the case on that one. Sonix right now running laps around Neo. He's just trying to run back and get back to the stage. Yeah, this is
a great thing. I mean, with these spring edge guards, Sonix is going for a lot of low risk, high reward edge guards where it's like, okay, if I snipe your double jump with this spring, it's a stock. And if not, I get back on the stage, I still get my ledge trap, and it's working out so well.
Yeah, like we said, man, it is definitely, oh no, not enough juice to get back there. Sonix with a 2-stock lead has yet to drop that first stock. Neo starting to learn right now, Charles. There are levels to this Sonix.
Hey, there's the dash attack.
Sonix is definitely at the highest point.
Okay, getting out of that as well. Up here, not fully connecting there, maybe a little bit too fast. Fast fall here for Sonix, but if you're Sonix, you're definitely not sweating. It's 3 stocks to 1 here.
Damn, bro. I mean, up a stock, you know the vibe. What happens when he's up 2?
The vibes are cranked all the way to 10.
Oh yeah, man, that's just terrifying. And I think Neo knows it. He is fighting a very uphill battle.
Yeah, I mean, and this is where Corrin can struggle a bit. You're not the quickest. You have the range. Oh, and there's a directional air dodge. Sonix definitely knowing how to SDI that forward smash there. You're going to have that kind of SDI, and then even shield SDI as well.
Oh, no shot, bro.
My goodness.
The perfect coverage with these off-stage shenanigans from Sonix. This is unbelievable. Neo, I mean, for your confidence sake, man, at least get a stock off.
139%, and Sonix not going to give Neo the opportunity, it seems like. Really safe, just jumping backwards, abusing the fact that, again, Corrin not going to really be able to chase Sonic down.
Yep.
One thing that Corrin does have is after the spin attack, maybe you can kind of guess where they're going to end up and throw that neutral out. That's usually how we see Corrin's play this
Correct.
matchup. But when Sonic has the lead, well, guess what? Sonic doesn't have to really spin into you.
Yeah, man. This game number one.
Eventually he'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, right, when you got such a tremendous lead, it's whatever at that point. Talk about a slow burn for a match, though, man. Taking his sweet time, but it's still being done in a dominant fashion. Sonix really in no danger of losing this.
Yeah, and it's Genesis 10. You can't give your opponent too many opportunities, especially when you have the lead like this. But because especially the caliber of players you're looking at, gets the neutral reset, gets the up. And what is happening right now?
What's happening? What's happening is maybe Sonix getting a little too comfortable with that lead, and Neo finding the perfect opportunity to strike that up B. Oh my God! If Neo pulls this off, I don't even know what to say.
Oh, don't air dodge. Okay, there's the eject button. Okay, can you finish this stock off? Because right now, Neo taking him to the Corrin alley, the robbery, the heist is activated.
Actually cannot believe this is technically still anyone's game. Neo has played this perfect. Can he survive? Not going to be enough. We kind of knew that percentage was too high. But for Neo, you found some stride, right? You found an opportunity that, okay, even when I'm down a considerable amount, I can still make it a very close competition. Now, I just need to make sure I'm not trailing from behind so much going into game number 2.
Yeah, I mean,
that up B was insane.
That up B was crazy, but I almost want to say, like, dang, was it worth
showing
your hand there?
Yeah.
I mean, you were so far behind. Maybe save that little trick or maybe that little reset for another game, because like you said earlier, Sonix, it's hard to trick him twice in a row.
Yeah.
At least in the same set. Maybe you catch him on a different weekend or something and he forgets.
It tends to be difficult to hit him with the same thing twice. I mean, you know, but yeah, that up B was so good and so clutch. It is one of those things you're thinking, yeah, maybe you should have kept that in your back pocket in case the next scenario is you guys are both at last stock, last hit.
Right.
But nonetheless, he decided to go ahead and just hit the eject button, let it rip, and it is what it is as we head into game number 2, Sonix in the lead.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe Neo has a little bit more tricks in the bag, so could be the case here. And this time, Neo is going to have that incredible lead, going to start this game number 2 off really well. Like you said, I mean, if you had more of a lead, or if the lead wasn't so much in Sonic's favor, maybe going for that would have done so well. But right now, I think Neo getting a ton of information, able to bring this into game number 2, delaying the normal get up, getting the down tilt whip punish on the neutral air, forcing the neutral air dodge here. Neo, great execution, getting the backside of that down smash.
That was tremendous. Nice stuff from Neo. I mean, we'll recall the last time we saw him on stage against Shattuck, what happened? He lost that first game and then would go on to what, Charles? Win the set. So Neo's somebody, he can lose that first game, but it does not dictate how the set is going to play out for him, at least from what we've seen already. And this time, having a tremendous start to game number 2, really putting Sonix through the ringer at the moment.
Yeah, with this lead here, we'll see how far Neo can take it. There's the spin charge, great DIN, forcing the neutral air so you can go ahead and not be off stage. That is going to be the biggest win con here for Sonix.
Definitely.
Be that off stage scenario here. Really abuse that recovery coming out from Corrin. Okay, there's the other double up air. Going to go ahead and avoid that. Land back on the stage.
Oh, man.
With that spin charge, yeah, no matter where on the stage I hit you, you're going to be close to the blast zone. Only taking 22% here. Sonix really closing up this lead.
Yeah, that's credits to Sonix, right? I mean, slow and steady will win a lot of races in his case, and he knows just that. Keeping that percentage very minimal so that the deficit doesn't really matter when it's all said and done. Just looking to get a setup, get a little combo going for himself. A little 16. Nice up air, though.
Going ahead and canceling the spin again. Don't want to spin into a neutral. That's like the big thing that Sonic is trying to avoid in this matchup.
Of course.
Because Corrin gets so much out of falling neutral as well. Oh, the kick out. Okay, just going to go ahead, directional air dodge back to the stage here. Tries to go for the nair, but the drift back into the spin move. Oh yeah, Sonic's playing extremely careful, then closing in for the immediate grab.
Oh wow, back air. Yeah, man, just tracking him perfectly off the left side to take the lead back, and really too doing it at a pretty favorable percent. I mean, 79 for Sonix. That's not too much. Though, if you're all off stage, a pin could end that stock a little earlier than you're expecting. As we see Nao yet again find himself fighting from behind, trying to get off that ledge safely. Does just that. But Sonix content to just, okay, I'm going to take my time. I can disengage because I do have that lead.
I love that high pin onto the platform. He's just dropping. A little stall there. But man, look at this. Sonix just controlling the stage right now. Going for these 2 frames. Might go a little deeper off stage. Tries to get the backer, but the wings clipping it. It's still 87%.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, man. Oh, and you know what? I was going to say kind of just like he forced him to go a little bit further back because he has that luxury of being able to go off stage and just be so efficient with not only his edge guarding, but just the pressure he applies. And in that case, as you said, it was just a fear factor.
Yeah, and I mean, that second game, I feel like Sonix definitely locking in and honing into some of the recovery patterns we're seeing from Nao. The neutral B stall into the double jump position,
Come on now.
into the up B. We saw that double back air do a ton of work, and even on that last stock, especially if you can go really close to your opponent off stage, the camera will pan towards you. So sometimes your opponent might not be able to gauge how close they are to the ledge and stuff like that. And it's just more of like a forced error, but there's so much things going on, and you're trying to avoid your opponent, and then the camera moves like closer to you, and then you're like, okay, wait, how far am I from the ledge? So definite forced error coming out from Sonix here. The offstage pressure just a little too much to handle. Nao really trying to make this Corrin recovery work in this matchup.
All right. Well, he's going to have to definitely figure out a way to get it working quick, fast, and in a hurry because he finds himself down 2 games to none against Nao. This loser's quarters looking like it might go the way of Sonix. And one thing about Sonix too, Charles, he is no stranger to winning big events through the loser's portion of brackets. So man is certainly down, but never out. I'll say the same thing to Nao too, but it is going to be a taxing long 3 games if he's going to get the job done.
And you already know Sonix is like, man, I shouldn't even be on this bottom half of top 8.
Of course.
Should have beat Zamba, should have been winner's side, but man, Zamba came out to Genesis 10 to play, man, the 3-0 on Sonix. So now Sonic's gonna have to work a little bit harder from this bottom side of the top 8 here. Again, loser of this is out at 5th place. Love to see which players are gonna end up in the loser semis. That's gonna be quite the face down there. All right,
it is time. Game number 3, and very well could be the finale to this set unless Nao can figure out a way to get himself on the board in the stadium. Let's see what the result will be.
Okay, starting things off with PS2 for the first time in this set, I feel.
Yep.
So usually we see players just kind of go to the stage right off the rip here, but of course, sometimes oh wow, going for the neutral B, platform tech chase. Be a lot of damage here, especially on Sonic. You already get like 62%, more than halfway. The back throw though, and
wow, big catch,
strike.
I was obviously having that double jump going to help out a lot, but Sonic's already well engaged. However, his percent would tell the story that Nao is the one leading the charge right now. Nice, it's the back throw, trying to line up this back there perhaps. Any kind of pressure is good pressure right now if you're Nao.
Ooh, there's the parry. There's the dash attack. Sonic's going for the drop zone, not going to fully connect. There's the rising neutral air.
Yep. We saw that actually be a really big closer against Shattuck as well, so.
Ooh, the grab the wrong way. Jab one into the nair, but the back air not connecting. A bit of nerves coming out from both players.
Definitely.
All these scrambles are getting wild.
Gotta be careful, man. You want to stay in the driver's seat. You gotta be able to hold the wheel.
Oh, back air?
Oh,
just so close, it didn't connect.
It's just out of range, but that back air from Sonix does.
High recovery, though.
Dude, I love the fact that they're both being so fearless, especially Sonix. I mean, he is going off the stage, trying to put his stamp on this first stock, and he does just that. Let's see.
We had so many crazy offstage interactions, a lot of mix, but wow, the neutral B connects, and of course, Nao, we saw so many pin resets, but of course, he got the pin combos on deck too.
That's exactly what you need in this kind of situation. Well done.
Okay, 2 stocks apiece here, and it looks like Nao getting a little bit more acclimated in the matchup, or maybe the way Sonic plays here. Drifting back, now we're going to be real patient here, but there's Sonix coming in with the spin charge. Again, big damage with the homing attack, tries to hit the back air, forces the air dodge.
Yeah, he's lucky that up B, able to kind of burst through a lot of those pressure options that Sonix is electing to go for. He is not giving him too much breathing room.
Oh, again, I love the stall on the platform. You don't have to really kick. Just come down with that aerial, that neutral air, but Sonix waiting for the air dodge.
Yeah, he knows, man. He's got a little bit of a tell on Neo. Oh,
waits for the reset, but Sonix hits the eject button.
Yeah.
Up B's high.
Neo not able to get quite as much as he would like off of these Corrin combos. Just kind of like 1 or 2 hits.
Again, great DI, and you don't want to DI out on that just because you don't want to give Sonix that forward air, right?
Not at all. There it is anyway. Oh, and right on cue, the biggest one maybe of the set. Could have just put Sonix in position to wrap this up. Easy bait combos coming out, but a little bit of a combo breaker there from Neo. Able to use those strong aerials of Corrin. But for how long?
And finally catching that stall, right?
Nice, I love that. Do not, oh no!
That's
I loved it till I didn't. Neo throws the up air to get rid of the forward smash pressure, but gonna lose out and not able to recover Sonix. Pretty convincing 3-0 there, Chuck.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the first 2 stocks of that game 3, it felt like Neo was kind of getting acclimated, right? We saw a lot of offstage mix-ups with the recoveries, but Sonix just really striking back, and then the unfortunate SD towards the end there. But still, Sonix was evolving his offstage game, even though Neo was doing a great job mixing up the recoveries. We saw that drop zone fair catch the stall with the neutral B, which we saw Neo using time and time again throughout this set. So really great to see Sonix still in this tournament, still locked in, the offstage interaction still in his favor, and the offense still online.
It's very clear that he's just incredibly comfortable in that particular matchup. And kudos to Neo, man. Give him a round of applause. He did a phenomenal job all the way from Japan, but he is going to have to settle for a 5th place finish right there. Did a phenomenal job though, man. Japan definitely showed up for this tournament, got a couple reps in the top 8, so kudos to them. You know, it's interesting too, because remember we touched on that first game where he did that up B to get that that KO off at the top.
Right.
We're thinking like, man, keep that in your back pocket just in case there's another opportunity. Sonix made sure there was not another opportunity. It did not come up.
I mean, the offense was just on point, got a lot of damage, even mixing up the DI off the spin charge. Sonix always able to convert, at least get some damage out of it. Maybe not the best positioning, but nonetheless. And then when Sonix does finally get that positioning, it is so in his favor because just knows how to interact with Sonic offstage, knows how to drop the springs, knows how to drop back airs, forward airs, even using the spring to turn him around for high back airs, is able to time and time again put Sonic low and then edge guard high at the same time. We're going to take a look at some of these replays here.
Yeah, these replays, man, I mean, it was a quick and efficient set for Sonix for sure. I mean, there were some moments of brilliance from Neo, but overall, it just did not pan out. Love the back hit of that down smash, though. That was a really cool kill. However, that lead would not hold very long as Sonix, of course, continued to be a menace and just the threat alone getting the KO. Then on to game number 3. You know, again, we thought this was an opportunity right here for Neo to maybe actually get on the board, but just, again, Sonix being so clutch and being so fearless off stage, the true difference maker, and then right there, not enough juice. I didn't even realize, okay, just hit the wrong button. Wasn't able to get his up B, so tough one. Yep, not what he's looking for, but again, a good showing from Neo. Show him some love, like I know you want to.
Yeah, just 3-0 convincing here for Sonix, and he will move on to loser semis to face the winner of Light versus Tweak. We saw Light versus Spargo, one of the craziest rivalries, but another rivalry we got is Light versus Tweak. Some American rivalry here, both these players competing for the best player in America, and right now they're trying to be the best player in the building in the world.
When you want to talk about rivalries in Smash Ultimate, if this isn't in your top 3, top 2, maybe even top 1, you're messing up. We're going to get to it after this brief player interview. We'll see you in just a bit.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another post-game interview. And, of course, I have the winner here himself of that last match. I have LG's very own Sonix. Sonix, where's your mental space set? Where's your emotional space set coming in after that last match? Because that one looked like a lot. It's Sonix versus Disjoints. What's up?
I am very mad. I'm very mad just in general because of how I played in Winners. So I'm trying to like turn that around into just playing like myself again because I felt like I didn't play like myself in Winners. And yeah, that's why I use the green Sonic. Skin I hate, by the way, but I'm trying to like refocus and just reinvent myself at this tournament right now. So I feel pretty good overall. I feel like that's a matchup that I tend to struggle against. So the fact that I was able to dominate it says a lot, in my opinion.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, you're no stranger to this type of terrain. I mean, this is Genesis, the biggest stop, of course. That was one match. Remember, you and I talked after your last game. You were like, man, I'm not feeling good. It's just one game. Now, how are we feeling about the rest of our games in top 8?
I feel amazing, honestly. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the rest of my run. I feel like I am picking it up again, and I'm excited. I'm excited.
You heard it first. He's excited. Commentators, back to you.
All right, well, I don't know if he's as excited as we are for this next set, because it is time for a legendary rivalry to once again be reignited, this time on the Genesis 10 stage. We got Moist Light, we got Luminosity Tweak, and we got Losers Quarters.
Yeah, these players